I think it's incredibly telling that in the open of the program today, and welcome back into the lunch break, Chris Schubert with you here on KDUS AM 1060. In the open to the show today, we talked about the Diamondbacks and them blowing it and them losing that game, and we barely touched on Brandon Pfaadt and his start yesterday. Barely mentioned the job that he did because we're wrapped up in all of the other stuff that happened in that game. Well, Brandon Pfaadt did give the Diamondbacks 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. And I would say based on the conversation that we had yesterday and the social media clips that we put out after the show, that would check the box of giving the Diamondbacks a chance to win. That is the bar we have set for these starting pitchers. You don't have to give me 7 scoreless, although with the way the bullpen is going, I think you'd like to see that on a pretty regular basis. But can you give the Diamondbacks a chance to win? Don't come out of the game in the 3rd or 4th inning and you're down 7-2. You're down 8-1. Don't have what Brandon Pfaadt had a couple of starts ago against Washington where he doesn't record a single out. And for the second straight start, Brandon Pfaadt, I would say, has done exactly that. And the very encouraging sign out of last night's start, because the start before, what did we say the next day? Great. The box score looks really good here. The results were really good here. Still giving up a ton of hard contact, but had the defense behind him. Gurriel robbing of the home run. Perdomo making plays. Suarez making plays. The defense backed him up. We said, that's great. We'll be results-oriented today. But overall, the process has to get better if these results are going to become sustainable. Well, last night, Brandon Pfaadt only allowed 3 balls that were hit over 100 miles an hour. 2 of them given up to Vlad Guerrero Jr., who's one of the best players in the game.
So and hits everything at 100-plus miles an hour.
Everything was a triple short of the cycle last night. Double, home run, single, just did it all yesterday. 2 of the 3 were Vlad. 3 balls in total over 100 miles an hour. That's the ticket. That's the stat to pay attention to. If he is not giving up that hard contact, he is going to be able to give this team results like he has the last 2 times out. It's when he's giving up that hard contact and maybe he doesn't have the sharpest defense behind him where these outings get out of control. If he's giving up hard contact, greater chance for those things to be extra base hits, a greater chance for those to leave the yard like Vladdy did on that. He ambushed the 93-mile-an-hour fastball that was middle, was all over it, crushed it. Solo home runs do not beat you unless they come back-to-back in the 9th inning in a 1-run game. Solo home runs normally don't beat you. So you're okay here and there having those moments. Overall, the story for Brandon Pfaadt, the name of the game for him is simple. Limit the hard contact because he's not generating the whiffs. He's only 3 strikeouts. He's not getting a ton of swing and miss. And so that means his outs have to come off of contact. Well, you need those ground balls. You need that soft, weak contact, getting guys to roll over on pitches, making it easy on your defense. And a hard hit ball here, a hard hit ball there, right at somebody, right at Perdomo, right at Suarez, right at Gurriel or Alec Thomas or Carroll. Perfect. You scatter a couple of those over the course of your outing, you're going to see a lot of outings like this where he's able to walk off the mound with the Diamondbacks having a chance to win. The only knock, the only slight is 5 innings isn't going to be enough right now. 5 innings is going to be a constant roll of the dice for this Diamondbacks team. They have a bullpen that you don't believe in overall right now, but you can't overwork them. Every single night, it can't be, I need 12 outs for my pen. Because not only do you have a below-average group right now, but now if you overwork that below-average group, it's only going to get worse. So you need to find the length. 6 innings has to be the bar.
We talked about him giving the Diamondbacks a chance to win and giving them innings.
And he did.
He did the first. He gave them a chance to win.
This is not a knock on his start. He did that, and honestly, that's the most important thing. Give the team a chance. But if we're going to nitpick,
I needed 6.
Needed 6.
And it's hard because, again, we talked about it in the first segment. You got there. But when he leaves that game after the fifth, I mean, I think you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
You're worried.
Okay. How are they going to give this up?
Right.
Who they turn to, who gives it up, how are they going to do it?
Right. What's it going to look like tonight? That's the first question that crosses your mind when watching these games. Not, oh, great, our bullpen's coming in. We've got a lead. We've got this one locked up.
It's like you're watching the same, what do they call those? Soaps, right?
It's a soap opera.
Soap operas.
Yes.
You're watching the same thing every day. It may come in a different package,
but
you get the same thing.
Same thing. And last night it was, you know what? It was this.
We are same, but different. But still same.
Just happened in the ninth inning last night. Sometimes it happens in the sixth. Sometimes it happens in the eighth. Last night it happened in the ninth. And it ruins what was a solid, that's the word I'll use, solid start for Brandon Pfaadt last night. Not great, not good, solid. And right now, you stack solid performances up for this rotation, I'm good. I'm happy.
Solid builds confidence.
Solid builds confidence. And now, for Brandon, this is 2 starts in a row where he has given the Diamondbacks a chance to win. Did it against Seattle, and now did it again last night against Toronto, or yesterday afternoon, I should say, with a 4:00 first pitch.
I like the East Coast games.
Do you?
When they
I don't.
play on the East Coast.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Really? I can get my dinner ready just for the ninth inning drama.
You and I both watch 2 baseball teams every day, right?
That's what makes it tough.
So our baseball teams, East Coast teams, they start at 4:00 most days anyway. So watching 2 teams at the same time does present some challenges. And in my house, we love baseball. It is the one sport I can get everybody in the house to get on board with. Well, not everybody's home at 4:00 like I am to sit down and watch the Diamondbacks or to watch the Mets or just to watch anything else that's going on in sports for our job. It's pretty easy for me to go home and sit down and watch sports. It's what we do for a living. To get everybody else, everyone's home after 5:00, 6:00. And so the Diamondbacks starting at 6:40 when they're home, that's great. We throw that on in the living room. Right now it's grill season, so I'm grilling tonight. So it would be nice if while I'm grilling tonight, I could have the Diamondbacks game starting at 6:40.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that's where I'm against.
Has the family adopted the Mets fandom?
No. The family is big in on the Diamondbacks, and then the child's grandparents are Dodgers fans, and it's tough. It's really tough because she's 10 and she loves. If there's one thing she loves more than anything else, it's to be a troll to the rest of the family, and so she loves rooting for the Dodgers. Just loves rooting for them when they're on because she knows how much it bothers the rest of the house. So nothing she gets more jollies out of than rooting for the Dodgers.
I'll say this. The Yankees were like the polarizing team of the generation before.
Yeah. The Dodgers.
In my life, it's the Dodgers.
It's the Dodgers. For some, it's the Astros, but yes, I think it's the Dodgers more so than it is the Astros.
Yeah.
Especially here, right? I mean, you don't like the Dodgers anyway here. So, Brandon Pfaadt I thought was good last night. Solid. He needs to be better in terms of length, but he gave the Diamondbacks a chance to win. And so I'm hopeful that confidence for him grows. And again, the encouraging sign, not being results oriented, but looking at the process. Only 3 hard hit balls. Only 3 balls hit over 100 miles an hour. That's encouraging. If he can keep those down, if he can keep those to a minimum, he stands a chance to have more nights like last night, to have more nights like he had against Seattle, where he's going 5, 6, perhaps 7, and he's keeping the Diamondbacks in it. And we're talking about another Brandon Pfaadt quality start.
And if he gave us another start where the results were there last night, but he got hit hard, the conversation is, how long can this last?
Right.
But he didn't. Last night, he got the results. He didn't get the innings, but he did limit hard contact, and that's something we really wanted to see out of him, and he went out there and he did it.
If we were talking today about he was getting hit hard again, but his defense was making plays and was constantly working out of trouble, you then start to wonder, okay, when does the dam break here? When do we get a Washington start? When does it look like that? Because those results are coming. Different story. A more encouraging story.